If you have not been able to achieve six-pack abs, you have probably fallen to one or maybe all three of the points I'm going to give you in this video. How I know this? Because I've been able to get 80 men a six-pack over the last 18 months. So I understand what works and I understand why people fall down. So let's go straight into it. The first and the main reason you have not been able to get a six-pack is because you lack consistency in your ability to stick to one thing for long enough. For some reason, you will be on a diet plan. It will be working, you'll be dropping, and your own brain will come up with reasons as to why you need variety, why you need different foods, why you need to change the meal plan. You don't. This is the biggest reason why you will not get in shape, because you need variety. You're already in a position of like discomfort. You're in a calorie deficit. You're on a diet. You're doing something you've never really done before. And therefore you struggle to actually do the thing anyway. And then what you decide to do is make it harder by, when it works, you change it to something new and something different. Now your brain has to work harder to remember, okay, we now changed it to this. Oh, we now need to rebuild consistency at eating one thing again. If you just simply stuck to one version of the truth, one meal plan, for the duration of time, you would get to the goal. Why? Because it's simple. It's easy to follow. You've weighed the food out countless times. It makes life so much easier to get to the goal. If you keep changing the meal plan, you can expect to not get any results because you're looking for comfort. And that's what this is all about. This was never even about following a meal plan and getting a six-pack. You wanted the six-pack for what it would give you and what it would turn you into. The six-pack is a resemblance of you being a man of consistency. You being a man of discipline, you being a man of resilience. That's what the six-pack resembles, and that's why not that many people have one, because a lot of people do not house these character traits, because when they try, they'll find ways to bend round and get things done easier. So they'll look for variety, they'll look for different foods, and that's why they don't look the way they do. If you actually want a six-pack, don't look at trying to follow a meal plan. Look at using the meal plan for you. That is your vessel to get reps in the bank of discipline, of consistency. You have, let's say you eat 5 times a day. You've got 5 chances of discipline, of consistency, of resilience. Every day, bang, 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 bang. You get the reps in like that, then you're going to become the person that deserves the six-pack. Rather than trying to follow a meal plan and use the meal plan to get over humps and hurdles, that's just your weakness in your own mind, which we need to stomp out. Because when we can stomp that out, you can become the person who deserves the six-pack. If you try and keep that weakness and take it with you, you will fold. You will not get there. This kind of leads me on to my second point. A lot of people do not have a six-pack or they fail at fat loss because they are just an outright pussy. They have not got the backbone that when things get hard, they can stick to it for long enough. Now, why is this the case? This is the case because they have not experienced other hardship in the past. This is probably the hardest thing they've done for the longest of time. So this is all new to them. So I can understand this. Now, I've had different experiences in my life which have been harder than dieting. Like when I was 17, I went through basic training to become a British paratrooper. That's the tattoo on my arm. So I've had the experience of doing hard stuff for a prolonged period of time. So when I'm on a diet, it's kind of being back in the military. So it's very similar, but I appreciate not everyone has that. So you're going to use this as your vessel to develop less pussy-like mindset. We need you to believe that you are better than the diet. We need you to believe that you deserve a six-pack. We need you to believe that you are the best thing since sliced bread. Because when you have that level of arrogant zest about you, you can do anything. You can stick to a meal plan because you're going to be like, I'm being beaten by this. I'm so-and-so. And a lot of you don't have that inside you. The way you develop that is you just start off by, as I said in the first point, you just get the reps in the bank. In the beginning, you need to have the delusion that you are going to get in shape, that if another man can do it, so can you. And you absolutely can. You must believe this. Now, how you're going to cement that in your head is by getting the daily reps in of being consistent, tracking workouts, getting up at the right time, eating properly, sleeping properly, getting the reps in of doing those, because what you are doing there is you are doing that for your body. And that develops your own self-love and self-respect. When you have self-love and self-respect, you will see yourself higher. And because you see yourself higher, you believe you deserve the thing. It's like if you came and mowed my garden lawn for 4 hours and prior to that said I was going to pay you £1,000 to do it, you're going to finish the job and want your £1,000 because you'll be like, I am the person who did. I have done the work. Now you pay me. And if I go no, you're going to be very mortified. You want the same principle here when it comes to getting in shape and sticking to fat loss. You want to realize that, no, I've done the reps. I've put the food in my body. I've trained hard. Now I want the return because I am now that guy. I've been consistent at that thing. And that's what's going to allow you to stick to anything for long enough. Believe you deserve it. Take the actions to cement that, and it will positively spin. And then when things do get hard, which they will, you will not quit because you'll be like, no. I have the mindset now. Nothing can beat me. I am so-and-so. And that will do a lot for your confidence. That will do a lot for who you are as a person. And to be honest, that was the whole reason for getting in shape and getting the six-pack in the first place. So that's what I want you to do. That above anything else is the main thing that you need to do. The last little tip I'll give you is don't take your food too low too early, because the body is a very clever thing. Your metabolism is a very clever thing. It will adapt to whatever you put it on because it just wants to survive. If you go too low too early, you've got nowhere to go with it because it will stop responding. It will make progress in the beginning, absolutely. You'll drop, you'll think this game's easy. But it won't. When it runs out and you've got nowhere to go with it and you're doing high cardio and low food and you're not dropping, then you'll wish you didn't go so low so early on food. In the Gorilla Platoon, we start you just below maintenance. That way we get you used to eating a good amount of food and burning a good amount of food at the same time. So they're the 3 reasons why you'll fail at fat loss and what you need to do to get around them. If you found this video valuable, subscribe to the channel. And of course, if you want to join us inside the Gorilla Platoon, there will be a top link in the description. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow.